Have you ever been in a situation where you had to choose between doing what is right and what is easy? Well, the same choice was set before a man named Daniel, and his decision changed history. Daniel was a Jew who lived in the ancient land of Persia. Back then, the king of Persia was Darius. He appointed Daniel as one of his top advisors because Daniel was incredibly wise. In fact, there wasn't a single person in the kingdom as wise as Daniel. So Daniel used his wisdom to serve the king and his people. But this made some of the other officials in the kingdom very jealous. They were jealous of Daniel, so they came up with a plan to get rid of him. First, they convinced the king to make a law. The law said that for 30 days, no one could pray to any god or man, only the king. And the penalty for breaking this law was that you would be thrown into a den of hungry lions. Now, Daniel heard this law, but he didn't care. He continued to pray to God 3 times a day, as he had always done. And after 30 days, his enemies found out about it and told the king, "Hey, Darius, you made a law that everyone has to follow. This guy, Daniel, isn't following the law. He's praying to his God." So the king had to follow his own law. He gave Daniel the choice. You can either renounce your God or you will be thrown into the lion's den. Daniel knew that no matter what he chose, it would be difficult. So he chose to stay faithful to God. The king reluctantly signed the order to throw Daniel into the lion's den. Then he said, "May your God deliver you," and the entrance to the den was sealed with a stone. And Darius fasted all night as he waited for sunrise. When it was morning, he ran to the lion's den and called out to Daniel. And to his amazement, Daniel answered, "My God sent his angel to shut the mouths of the lions. I am unharmed." So Darius immediately ordered that the accusers be thrown into the lion's den, and the lions ate them up in an instant. Then Darius made a decree that everyone in his kingdom should honor Daniel's God, for he is a God who delivers. And Daniel continued to prosper in the kingdom, and he remained faithful to God despite all the opposition around him. Remember, no matter what you're facing, God is in control. If you put your trust in Him, He will help you,